Welcome to 7 Pot Club. I'm Rob.
I grow hot peppers.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be with you again on a beautiful late summer afternoon in Minneapolis. I may be retired, but my passion for gardening is still in full bloom. I promised I would pop up from time to time, so here I am with my annual hot pepper growing update. Let's take a quick look at this year's garden. We'll start down near the public sidewalk, where I've got several pots nestled in among some other plantings. Now, we'll continue up the walk leading to the house. As you can see, there's a line of pots on both the left and right, actually a double row on the left, 10-inch pots facing the walk, with 12-inch pots behind them. I've scaled back a lot this year, but I'm still growing over 100 pepper plants. It's September in Minnesota, so things are slowly starting to wind down. First frost will probably come in 6 to 8 weeks. Now, let's swing around to the driveway side of the garden. In addition to peppers, I've got some annuals, some basil, and one unruly tomato plant that I just trimmed way back to allow better access to ripening fruit. There's another row of 10-inch pots sitting on the stonework along this side. I'll double back so you can get a better look at the plants planted in the ground. I only grew a few new-to-me exotic varieties this year. I mainly focused on my old favorites and seeds I had on hand from past seasons. I'll post the complete 2025 grow list in the video description. Now that you've had a chance to see how the garden looks today, let's travel back in time to see how it all began. Here are my plants down in the basement back in April, about 10 to 12 weeks after I started the seeds. Unlike some prior years when I started 500 seedlings or more, I only grew a little over 200 plants this season. We had a warm start to spring this year, so I brought them out to harden off during the first week of May. I did grow enough extra plants to bring several dozen to our annual neighborhood plant sale in mid-May. It's always a fun event where I get to touch base with old friends and make some new ones as well. We continued to have a mild spring, so by the last week of May, I had everything planted. Here we are in early June after I added some mulch. Unfortunately, much of June was unseasonably cool and wet, and growth was slower than I'd hoped, especially with early planting. Even so, the plants were healthy and thriving, and here's how the garden looked in late July. I haven't planted any portulaca in years, but it self-seeds every year due to reusing potting soil. I love the bright colors. As we reached the middle of August, the garden slowly started to show its true colors. Each harvest got a little bit bigger. Here's one of our biggest harvests of the season. And here's an example of a quick harvest. These peppers were worth the wait. Of course, this is nothing like the harvest of the past, but we only have 1/3 the plants we used to grow. And now, a little sad news. If you've been a regular viewer of this channel, you might remember our cat Freddie, the polydactyl mascot of 7 Pot Club, who often found his way in front of the camera. Freddie lived every one of his 9 lives to the fullest. He peacefully passed away on August 1st. So that's it for this year's Hot Pepper Report. But before I sign off, I'd like to add a plug for my new YouTube channel, Hubcap Club. It's all about the history of the automobile industry, mostly focused on the 1950s and 60s. This is something I've wanted to do forever, but I just didn't have the time to do the research needed for this type of video. Well, now I do, and I don't use AI chatbots to do my research. I track down primary sources whenever possible. I just released the first episode, 1957's Crazy Quad Headlight Hysteria. If you like classic cars, you might enjoy it. A like and subscribe would help launch this new venture and would be greatly appreciated. Link in the description. Thanks so much for watching and supporting me, and look for me to pop up in your feed at least once a year with new 7 Pot Club content. I love you all, and as always, keep cultivating your passion for pepper plants. For 7 Pot Club, I'm Rob.